Okay. Just setting up everybody, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to put very quickly.
Sure.
How you going? How's everybody going? It was a great stream. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Right, let me share my screen over here as well. There's not mega amounts, so like I said, I'll just go through very quickly. I'll go through very quickly the new indicator that I'm building at the moment because I think it seems quite impressive. So I thought I'd just go through, and then there'll be a YouTube video in about 30 minutes time, which explains everything and allows everybody to download it. So thank you once again, Martin, for the stream. It was brilliant. Okay, right. Okay, you're still sharing your screen. I'm not sure if you wanted to. It's not a problem for me. It's just in case you go onto anything.
Sorry, mate.
No problem. It's just that you're still sharing your screen. It's not a problem. Just in case you went on anything you didn't want anybody to see. You never know.
I would have disconnected you just to be sure, so you were safe.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Thank you, guys.
No. Right, okay, just going to go very quickly through the updates. Let me put up the screen. Hi everybody, hope everybody's going well. I've already been in for an hour with everybody, so I hope everybody's still going well. The YouTube link for the after party, please. William, would you send the... Oh, William's gone. I'll send it through afterwards to everybody. The results. Everybody seems extremely happy with the stream. There's lots of great comments inside the main chat, Martin, so that's brilliant. Cool. Yeah, been in with Martin today talking about Botify. Thought I'd just jump in for a couple of minutes to go through this new strategy that I've been building. Also go through what I'm going to be updating this week, just in case anybody starts panicking because things started to go updates and things like that. I'm going to be updating Boilerplate 5, which allows for something that's inspired by the Boilerplate, which is the external indicators for the stop loss. Also, there's a pick mix inside there as well, so you can add like one extra indicator for confluence. If you had an idea of an indicator in one of the strategies that I've built and you wanted to try and improve it with that indicator, you'll be able to now as well. Yep, so that's done, being built into Boilerplate 5 as well. Got new website come as I went through last week. I hope that everybody's now managing to get everything they need from the website. There seems to be quite a few members signing up for the courses and things like that. Chloe's coming in for her first book next week, book review. Which, like I said, it's actually just me doing the voiceover because she's written the books in a newsletter, which is given to the community for free. Sean's coming in at the beginning of the month next month to do the pairs trading, extras, extra insights and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool. Then I'll put Martin's MKV's video here so you can find that a bit easier as well. There was a couple of things I did want to go over on the website. Oh yes, when you're doing up if you want the older indicators, if you want to go to add indicators, if you put like this, I'll show you very quickly. When everybody's adding the indicators, you do a username here like this. Add your username like this. If you do a V4, that'll put 4. If you do V3, it'll do anything that's below 4. And then if you just leave it like that, when 5 is available, it will add the latest version for you. So a bit like Midjourney, allows you to go back and pick up the old versions as well quite easily. So hopefully that answers a couple of questions for that one there. That was really a very quick overview of the website. I answer questions in the direct messages here quite often, well, all the time. I've answered quite 3. As you can see, I've still got 31 to answer from this morning, so I'll answer them before the end of this evening. Like I said, that's pretty much that. We go through. Okay, so on boilerplate 5, we have all of the bug fixes that have been through since last update. Everything's a lot faster. As you've probably seen since the last indicators, things are much faster in the optimizer mode. There's a couple more stats. There's this custom stop loss and the DCA that I've added as well. And I've got a new, well, I will have a new, I've been through all of the ideas from MKV this morning, well, since yesterday, and started updating some of the ideas that he come up with the stream. I'll add a couple more as well this week as well. Yeah, so it was pretty simple. Let me go over the latest strategy. Now, this one doesn't have the boilerplate included. It has some of the boilerplate, but not all of it, because it's completely different. I will not go through everything because, like I said, the video's out in about half an hour. But this uses the ABC pattern that we've been used to for quite a while. What it does is it does a kind of a DCA. So it uses some of the indicators that we're used to before. It creates an ABC pattern like this. Here, we look for what we call a baseline, and then it uses a quick fingers Luke method for DCAing until we get a win. So it takes the first entry, takes $50, second entry, $50. You can turn it down to $10 or $20 for the first 2 entries. Then the third entry is 1 point whatever you decide, so it's a safety order, very much like the way that 3 commas works. And the reason that I'm very impressed with this trading strategy, these are not the best results that I found because, well, actually this one is overly cooked a bit too much, to be honest. Been playing around with it this morning, but what it does is it uses some confluence from the boilerplate, the ADX that I built with the T3s and all of that good stuff. And it's absolutely, I hope that I haven't messed up with all the settings by playing around with it, but on all pairs, I'm on the 1 minute here, it seems very profitable on all pairs. Ape, I think, is a bit not profitable, but yes, it goes down 55% there. But I'll go through everything in the video. I'll just go through a couple of random ones here. I don't have a clue. I haven't really looked at them all. And this isn't in the slightest. Like I said, I'm on the 1 minute here, so this is probably about 15 days of trading. We look at the amount of money. Now, this is an extremely risky, lots of trades. Like I said, 1 minute, you've got 74 trades. So in 15 days, you had 74 trades. The win rate seems quite high. The stop loss is pretty much inexistent because we're buying as we're going down. But it's a completely different way of trading. And the guy that invented this, I'll let you watch the story on YouTube. It's he managed to turn $300 into $50,000. And yeah, so I hope this one will be exciting for everybody because it certainly looks exciting for me. I've had it running on one pair on Pionex, testing it for about 6 weeks, I think it is, and it's up 6%. But the problem is that I've been playing around with it to closing it, turning it off, or turning it off, turning it on to improve the code as I've gone along. So I'm honestly going to do a proper forward test. I mean, look at this one. I mean, you wouldn't want to trade that in for the world here, but some of them are good, some of them are bad, and some of them react extremely well with other settings. Now, this is one that I've spoken several times with Marco and on the line about when I said that it's here. I've removed a lot of the code that I originally used and started putting the ADXs in here. You can connect it to Trigger Trade. It's a long only strategy, which I consider a little bit less risky. I could do it as a short strategy as well, but if you go to Trigger Trade, I'm not sure that I'm logged in. I'll show you very quickly the very quick settings for Trigger Trade because it's slightly different to the other ones. Let me pull this over here. Log into William's account and spend all his money as it's not here. Okay, Now it works on all of the settings. Now if you have access to all of them, that's great. If not, we're going to do ByBit. So we're going to go over to DaviddTech here. It's slightly different to the other ones. You're going to be using the beta URL up here only, not the actual the webhook, sorry, the beta webhook one, because that's the only one it will work on. API keys in there as normal, and if I remember rightly, let me go down. I'm looking for, would have been nice if, oh no, I don't need to change anything. No, I don't need to change anything because it's set up. So the only thing that I needed to change was leave it on USDT, mainnet, put my API keys in here. And then the thing that I did need to change was click on the beta link here. So you'll be going here, putting your beta link in. You only want the long. Let me go over and put it into here just like this. You only want the long side here. You don't want the short at all because it's only a long way. And then you go like this, and then you only have to set it up once with each pair, because obviously it's going to send the pair in the hashtags over here. So that goes there, and be careful. Like I said, I'm going to set up a sub account myself for it. I've tested and tested and tested, tried to work out why it was so good. And I haven't found anything like repainting. If there's any problems, I know that you guys will help me to find them. I've tested and tested and tested and tested and tested for hours on end to try and find the problems, because I know that generally when you find a strategy that looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So yeah, so but I have tested to the best of my ability. If anybody finds any problems with it, I will cry, but I promise that I will fix them. So like I said, you can see it's got this like snail trail here that follows price, and when it comes here, it takes the buys. Takes a very, very small, which is called the baseline entry, a very small entry when the other confluence hits, and then continues buying until it wins. Continues buying until it wins, and it uses our favorite ABC pattern as well, so that makes it even cooler. And that one will be available today for everybody. And like I said, it's on the 1 minute. It works on the 15 minute, and even gives us almost a 2 sharp ratio on one of the settings that I found. This isn't the one settings. I will try and find some settings and send them to everybody, but there's so little to set up in this thing. I mean, there's hardly anything. You can just play with 1 or 2 of these indicators and it'll make it more profitable or less profitable. I found very easily, this one's a 0.5, almost a 2 sharp ratio on this. So fingers crossed, it'll be good. And hi. Oh,
and just a quick question: which was your favorite pair for this one?
My favorite pair. I haven't really had enough time to forward test as much as I'd like. Like I said, I've been playing with the setting, building it, making it better. I've been playing around with, like I said, the BTC to test it more to make sure that it isn't repainting or unexpected results and things like that. And I will be forward testing on real money. I've built a Python script that allows me to write my results directly as they're happening into a board here on our members website. So you'll be able to see that as well. Yeah. Cool.
And
So
I've rarely seen a working strategy on the 1 minute. So kudos to you. That's insane. Good job.
yeah, I never know when I've come across it. I mean, there's a full article about the guy here on this website here, which, like I said, I'm giving everything away before the video comes out. So I hope everybody still go and watch it, because it took me ages to film it. I was so excited by the thing. Yeah, this guy here, Quick Finger Luke, he goes through the whole of his strategy and how he set it up. He comes from he has 10 years experience in trading, and comes from the penny stocks. So just as scammy as crypto, but he said that he found this one to be much easier than on crypto itself. So yep, we'll see. Like I said, I hope that it works the way it should. if anybody finds any problems with it, please don't hesitate to tell me at any time. Yeah, that's about it for me. I'm gonna stick the video on YouTube so that you get all of the explanation of the indicator. I will be back on this evening. I'm hooking this up to bots myself and connecting it to the DaviddTech website so you can see whether or not all the results are what they should be. I think that was pretty much it.
David?
Yes. Hi, Marco.
Is this strategy already online or not?
Is the indicator online?
Yes, sorry.
It's on. It will be on in 15 minutes time. The video is being launched in 15 minutes at 5 p.m. Well, 4 p.m. London time. So it'll be online in 15 minutes.
Okay. Next question then.
Yes.
Because adding the V4 versions is difficult for a lot of people.
Yes.
Is that solved so we can add it or not?
What I'm going to do this weekend is because I know there's a lot of people that have. It's my fault I haven't made it understandable enough. I've done it with my geeky brain like normal, and. What I've done is, if there's nothing, so if you don't append a hyphen V4 or whatever at the end, it's going to add the latest 3 indicators all in one go for you. If you add the V4 or remove V4, it'll remove V4 only. It just makes things a bit easier for everybody.
Okay, so it must work because yes. I had the feeling that all people couldn't get any new strategy. That they never used before. That's how I read it, but maybe I'm wrong. But I had the feeling that people only could get version 3, if I'm right, or no strategies. But maybe I'm totally wrong. But yeah, I had that feeling. So I don't know if that's indeed the case, or that you must share the TradingView link so that we all can use the link.
Yeah, that would be a good idea as well. That would be a good idea if I shared the link a bit better so that people can just press the copy button at the top. That'd make more sense.
Yeah, and then can you try this weekend eventually when there's eventually a bug to solve it?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Maybe. Save a lot of people questions.
Yes. Hi,
Hi,
Steve.
David.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good. I'm just looking at that 1 minute strategy. Is it based off the ABC SMC one then? If it's doing tiny ones on the 1 minute.
So it does. It uses exactly the same code from ABC, but instead of. Sorry.
I was just going to say the biggest downfall of that was the security function, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It caused all the issues.
Yeah, it has
Are you saying you've got around that? Have you got around that with this?
It doesn't use it at all because the security functions were used for the like the highs and the lows of the day. It doesn't use that in the slightest. It just uses literally the ABC pattern. What it does is it literally it goes in and creates like this kind of pattern here, and then it literally looks for a low in the RSI. It looks for whatever you set up here. Like this, whether it's the flat market, the ADX seems to work quite well. There is a couple of other little tiny things like the Fibonacci distance and things like that I coded before, and it just seems to work extremely well. And I think the icing or the holy grail is just this bit here, which allows us to buy safety orders instead. And this guy Luke has been trading exactly what we've been trying to trade.
Safety order? What's the safety order, David?
So
what do you mean by
what it does instead, like like Kite, what he does is he goes in and goes again and goes again and goes again.
It keeps going in. Yeah.
Instead, what we do, what this one does, is it buys one here, and then it adds another
like
$50 here.
Thing.
A bit like DCA, and it just adds it here, and eventually your price comes down with the obviously, so your average order will end up somewhere like here, and instead of having an entry up here, you're getting almost the best of both worlds, and then you just literally want to do a long from around here Obviously, like I said, and you're looking for 0.8% roughly on this 1 minute.
Yeah.
And it gets out, as you can see, there was a win. That was perfect. Blimey, I'm better than a coder myself. Oh, almost coder. It gets out just there as it hits that 0.8.
Do you control how many safety orders it puts in then?
Yes, you can indeed. Yes. And
You
obviously,
can control that.
yeah, that may be why this. No, this wasn't. Yeah, you can control the safety orders just here. I'm set at 10. You can put in as many as you want. The first two are exactly the same. So the first two will be if you're doing $50. So the base order is up here. And then the third one is 100. And then afterwards it multiplies by 2 to give extra. So you'd
like a
start
martingale type system.
Exactly, yeah, exactly, yes.
This sounds really dangerous, David.
Yeah, I know. But
was you a bit drunk when you coded it?
yeah, absolutely. It's something that is something that's part of 3 commas. I mean, they have a QFL system in there. A lot of them do. Crypto Hopper has it in there. A lot of them have the QFL systems in there. It's just I never really visited it myself. I'm saying to everybody, big disclaimers, please put it on a small account if you're going to play with it. Because this guy turned 300 to 50 grand, but when you back test it, there's dips in it, big dips. But in general, it seems to work itself out because of the way the crypto does kind of bounce, but until it doesn't bounce anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like it now. I'd hate it if we were at the top of the crypto market.
Exciting.
Yeah, it looks exciting. Yeah, as long as you're on drugs and alcohol, like you said. Yeah, but if we were back up at 70k, maybe it's not the kind of strategy you should be running where we're back at the top. But that's not financial advice, of course. Just I wouldn't put it running right at the top. This is one thing I was going to discuss. I was going to sort of like go through this over a couple of times and go, right, maybe it's the kind of bot that you turn off when there's a big divergence on a higher time frame. Maybe we can code that in there so it just doesn't take trades when there's a divergence is built on the 4 hour, for instance, or something like that, because they were big signals for the top of the market, and you'd obviously could take the best out of this indicator and stop it when it's going to go the other way. But
unless you run it on an isolated sub account and you have some sort of profit transfers, regular profit transfers out of that account.
That's my plan. And that's what
if it blows up, at least you've pulled money out.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke's plan for his 50k, which I kind of discussed a bit in the video, is that he took the profit out. Took the USDT amount of out. He left his profit in the cryptocurrency, and then what he was playing with, he kept in USDT. So he kind of profited from the move of the market at the same time, and then transferred everything over to a USDT. So I guess that's a different way around thinking it. Sorry?
Was that Trading Parrot, or who was that?
No, Luke. His name's Quick Finger Luke.
Click on the draw.
Never heard from. Okay.
It's QFL. It's something that's, like I said, very, very well known in things like 3 commas and Crypto Hopper and things like that. They've all got a QFL strategy. The only difference really with mine is that you get control over things like what confluence you add. If it works the way I'd hope it is, we'll be able to add things like we've done with Botify, so we can add our own indicators and make it even better.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be a good strategy.
Yes, that will be great. And this is working on the 1 minute. You also check the lower time frames?
Lower than 1 minute? The only reason I checked lower than 1 minute is for backtesting.
Like the 1 second.
Yeah,
Steve and I were trying looking for ABC for 15 seconds and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And it looked promising.
Yeah, it's gone down 9% before, so I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not good on 15 seconds.
No,
That's down 121% before going anywhere. I wouldn't go too low. I don't even know how well
But if
Trigger
you
Trade would.
transfer profit out,
Sorry.
if you transferred your profit out on a regular interval,
Yeah, that would be my plan. I'd like you said, would be like have 100, whatever you would like, 100 euros, 100 USDT or 500 USDT, and take the profit out as it comes in. That way, you only ever risking the amount as such.
So Crypto Hopper has this also.
Crypto Hopper, I believe, have a QFL system. I know that 3 Commas have a QFL system. There's absolutely tons of them out there. I believe that, well, I'm pretty sure that the Trading Parrot, like you said a minute ago, has a QFL system as well. I've always.
I can't remember it from the past, from Crypto Hopper. I used it so long, but not last year. So maybe they have added it, but not in the past.
It's just something that I used like yourself a long time ago, Crypto Hopper, a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think it was you that asked me to go and have a look at it a long time ago. But I think when I was researching the systems, I saw that they had it on there, but I'm not 100% sure, Mark. I know that 3 Commas have it as part of it. Like I said, the QFL is quite well known as a system. It's been around for about, the guy came up with it about 8 years ago. And I've kind of kept away myself from anything that's DCA until recently because of my purchase of Luna from the top to the bottom, thanks to 3 Commas. But I'm looking for alternatives at the moment because I've got some strategies that I'm happy with, and I'm just looking for alternative diversification, as David puts it.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important to diversify, and
Algo is not easy.
Sorry.
Algo trading is not easy.
Absolutely, it isn't. It isn't in the world, and like he says, the different even if you're not changing markets, as long as you're kind of changing, it's best to change markets as well if you can. But as long as you're changing strategies and they're all reacting in different ways, it helps to keep your whole global situation a bit more safer.
I have so many dead zone settings, for example. They were very great last month.
Yes.
And this month is not the best month for most dead zone settings.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree as well. I have dead zone as well, and it started off well at the beginning of the month and hasn't been the best one for the last couple of weeks, without doubt.
Yes, I agree. I think I have 20 or 30 different settings, but I think there are only 3 in profit this month.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
So
yes,
that's not great.
No, it isn't. Yes. Unfortunately, this is one of the reasons that I'm also looking at. As you know, I went through lots of settings on. Somebody posted one a minute ago for the Wolf and Bear, I think it was. And that one kind of fell apart as well, but I know that it happened. I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday who works closely with the Trading Parrot, and they go through the same things. I mean, I think everybody that Algo trade does go through the same things, unfortunately.
That's also what I suggested to contact you a few weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Baker Bots, this guy.
I know. This was another one as well that asked. They got in contact with me thanks to you, I think.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. She's the girl that works with Trading Parrot. She spoke to me yesterday very quickly.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so good to look to different things.
Absolutely.
Diversifying always good to do.
Yes, absolutely. 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 It's good I'd like to even speak to some of the other guys that are doing the same thing, because it'd be nice if we can somehow get people like the trading. We've already got Kevin Davies and people like that, but the Trading Parrot and other people into the group to come and talk with us, because knowledge is going to be the power for everybody, and it'd be nice if we all win together.
Yes, that's our focus.
Yes,
That's what we
absolutely.
want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ups and downs.
Yes, unfortunately, yes, yes. Uh, uh, yeah, I've pretty much gone through everything very, very quickly today. I've been working extremely hard trying to get the website, also getting the speakers in to try and come and talk to us so that you're not listening to me all the time, because I think, like I just said, it's important to have other people's points of views. I'm really looking forward to Crypto Wizard Sean coming in. Something completely different. We as a group have acquired the course that's inside of DaviddTech, so you can now go and learn how to arbitrage trade. I thought it's better than I did it myself for a while, thanks to the Sean's videos. I thought it was better if I got the guy who knew a lot more about it into the group and talk to us than it was me trying to half out to talk about it and not understand it as well as him. So he's going to be in once a month, once or twice a month, months at the beginning, a month to come and talk about his the statistical arbitrage and give us some extra secrets. And he's also said they'll come in and answer some questions and things like that. So that's going to be cool as well, which I'm looking forward to. He's a very nice guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw that a lot of people have subscribed for the course, so that's cool. And I saw that a lot of people have done all of the course, mainly, so that's even better. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
the site almost finished?
Yeah, there was a couple of things that I tried to sort out as I've been going along. Thing that I do like is I now have a DM section, so that anybody wants to get hold of me, it's much easier than Discord, because Discord I just get so many spams, it's unbelievable. But now, thanks to DaviddTech DM thing on there, you can actually contact me a bit easier. Yeah, it seems to be going quite smoothly, except for the couple of people that had a problem with adding the strategy at the beginning. Lots of people have done the course. There's loads of new things that are going to be going on as I go along. I'm going to drip feed the course for learning Pine script and all those kind of things as soon as possible. So yeah, so it's pretty cool and exciting. And we're going to Germany as well next month to talk to other people, so I'll try and get some interviews for everybody. When I mean interviews, I mean try and get more people into the community to come and talk about algo trading if I meet anybody interested up there.
You're going to Hamburg.
Yes, looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as Vlad doesn't drink all the beer, we'll be all right.
Oh, the Romanian people drink a lot.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have to. I'll just swap his
But
glass for
English
water.
people can do that
More,
also.
yeah, more. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
I think that I see that always on holiday. Yes.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
No, come on now. These
Yeah,
are lies.
Yeah.
No.
Lies.
Yeah. We are well respected.
And David, version 5, you finished it?
Yes, well, everything, I hope it's finished. The most important thing that I've built with version 5 is I brought a bot from helping me to update all of the strategies in one go. So it means, a Python script that helps me just to update them. So when I edit one code, it edits the boilerplate on all of them, because that was the thing that was causing me problems, because updating 50 strategies takes way too long. Takes like 3 days. So I did it rarely, as now I'll be able to update them much easier. And if there's anything that anybody wants me to add, it'll be much easier for me to add them. So hopefully, as of this evening, they'll start being updated with 5. I'm not sure how I'll release it, whether I asked everybody to go and add their names or not, but we'll discuss it on Tuesday. If you want to add it, you can just go to the website and add it on Tuesday. We'll discuss whether or not I'll just do a mass update for everybody or whatever. It won't affect your old
Are there new
settings.
things added?
Is there new things added? There's There's a couple of things like
The
there's
DCA.
DCA. I fixed a load of the bugs. There's this thing which I love, which is the pick and mix and the custom stop loss, which comes from Botify. The pick and mix is very much like Botify. It just allows you to add a single confluence, just in case you had an idea, like I said, for a way of improving it. Maybe you wanted to add, I don't know, the McGinley or something like that to the trading strategy, and without the code you couldn't do it. Now you can add it in the pick and mix section. You've also got a custom stop loss, so if you wanted to add a stop loss like MKV did earlier to a support and resistance lines or something like that, you can do that with the custom stop loss without me having to edit the code.
Okay, so that's not the same custom that we already have.
No, it's completely different. The custom one that's in there will be kind of obsolete, I guess, now, because that was just ones that I added. This is a custom indicator. So if you had super trends, for instance, on your chart, and you wanted to set your stop loss to a super trend and then do risk to reward, you just have to have it on the chart. Use the external inputs for the stop loss, and you'll be able to use that as a stop loss instead, and risk to reward as your take profits or whatever you want inside the list. Yeah, so it's cool because it makes it, like I said, I find my settings, but sometimes you might have a fantastic idea, and waiting for me to code for things is ridiculously silly. So it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted everybody to be able to build their own, or not build it, well, yeah, whatever, build if you want, or come up with some great ideas and build your own strategies. So this allows us to have a bit more flexibility in the strategies that are already there. And you have Botify, which means that you can be 100% flexible almost.
And we can also use it for multi-time frame, like support resistance on a high time frame.
It doesn't. I don't know if I can do that. I'll have a look. I'm not sure whether it can be done. I haven't added it to. It would be. I'm not sure if it's possible for Marco. I'll have a look. I'll have a look before releasing this evening.
Yeah. Okay.
If I might step in, Marco, I think you can do that if your indicator that is the custom stop loss indicator can also do that. So that's not up to the boilerplate. That's up to the indicator that you're using for the custom stop loss.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if there's multiple time frames inside the indicator, like an EMA that has the drop down.
Yeah, it depends on the indicator we use.
Yeah. That could.
Okay.
I'll see if I can add the drop down as well, but because it might be that I can use it in the code, but I don't think it's possible. But I'll have a look just in case, because it would mean that all indicators would have that possibility if I can encode it in my code.
And I asked it probably earlier, like the order blocks. That's not possible to use.
To be 100% honest, I have tried to get as much information as I could from order blocks. Oh, sorry, order blocks, as in the smart money. It may be possible with the way that MKV explained today. There may be a way of being able to convert it into a line. I'll have a look a bit later today as well. There's some things that I can make much easier. Like I said, I've been watching MKV's stream, and I've come up with a couple of ideas of making it much easier for everybody as he's been streaming. But things like order blocks are particularly hard because they're boxes, and because TradingView doesn't allow us to edit box. But I can maybe add a plot on the top line or something like that, so that we can.
Yes, that's what I also was thinking, to look eventually for an order block indicator that uses lines instead of boxes.
Yeah. That would be the ideal situation. I'll have a look, see if I can.
There was another member that actually asked me about it, and I think that's totally doable with Botify, because if you have the indicator which creates those order blocks, and if they're plotted on the chart, what you can do is you can create a series of conditions that is like cross the box, then close below or close above, and etc. etc. This can be coded and can be surely done with Botify, as I have experimented and I've managed to create a logic that works. However, it doesn't work like perfectly fine. And if you, David, can basically take a look at it, I'm pretty sure that you'll find like much better coding solution that I managed to do.
Cool, fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to have a look. I guess this is kind of where I can start, maybe doing some streams where I can code things like this for Botify in a stream or something like that. It's something that I've been trying to do for a while, and if I can get, if we're all interested in doing that for Botify, I'd love to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, when this is possible, I really like to test it with the order blocks.
Cool.
I still have strong belief that we really must make that profitable with the order blocks. Like in manual trading, I really hope to do that.
Yeah, totally. I'd love to as well. This smart money is just too smart for me. I can never find a profitable trading strategy with it. I've never been able to, unfortunately, myself. But like I said, that's maybe my fault. I haven't understood something or something like that. But I have, but not in the traditional sense. I've never been able to find settings, but I'd hope to.
Yeah, but you followed such a great course by Mentafix. I think you have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, I've been through all of it. I went through Mentafix. I was a student of the guy from Mentafix, and also did what's his name? Keelan? No, Kepler. Did all of his videos as well.
Oh yeah, meet the Kepler.
Kepler as well, and I thought they were absolutely brilliant as well. I nothing seems to come out profitable. I think it's because the rules of trading in algorithms are just much more strict than the people who actually, and also the multi-time frames and things like that play a lot in these kind of strategies. So, yeah.
Yes, they use often indeed multi-time frame strategies. Go down to lower time frame, like a 1 minute. Look when there's a change of character, and then enter, or when the price goes back to a 1 minute order block. Then enter. There are so many rules we can use, but I don't know if that's easy to code. Enter when a change of character appears. Is that something like that is possible, or is that really difficult?
No, it's not difficult at all. It's quite easy to code those things. The things that are hard are the lower time frames, obviously with the repainting and things like that. Those kind of things are quite good. Annoying more than anything else, because you think you've got a fantastic strategy and unfortunately it repaints or things like that. So they're the problems I have come across. I spent a lot of time with scopes trying to build a strategy and not a trading indicator. But unfortunately, even Kevin Davey, who's had a lot more experience than me, said to me that he's never been able to find a full smart money. It wasn't smart money that he said, but that kind of strategy, he's never really been able to find something that's stable or profitable in the long term. Because it was one of the first things that I discussed with him when we were talking about coming into the group, and his is more his is kind of a break of structure strategy, but much more relied on more classical indicators. So,
David, can you take a look at the newest video?
It's not out.
It's not popping up. No.
I have to do it manually, Vad. I have to do it manually. I have to press the publish button, and I'm just making everybody wait.
Quite the devil.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All right, unless there's any other questions, I'll post the video. I have to do it offline because I have to do it through the computer, and I have to send the emails out and everything to everybody, unless anybody else has got any questions. And then I will be back here.
Yes, I have one question, of course.
Sure.
The position sizing, what I had sent you by WhatsApp.
Now this is.
If you looked at it.
I spent yesterday, and William tried to explain it to me. I can't see how that works in that indicator. I have no idea. Uh, um, I guess if you've got time, sometime next week or the week after, Marco, if you explained exactly what you wanted in a one-on-one, and I will code it while we're online together or something like that, because I just don't see how it works inside of an indicator. It can be done
Yeah,
through.
Tixu and Ben both use it in their strategies.
Yes.
But that is probably because most people there use the risk and risk 1% per trade.
Yes.
And then it looks probably to only the date that we select in those indicators or strategies. Else, if you not do that, it probably looks to the first date in the list of trades
Okay.
from the strategy.
Okay.
And then you get totally different
Result.
trades.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I
I'll
will look
try-
if I can find more info about it on to explain
Yeah.
more easier.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try and I'll try to get hold of the indicators somehow so that I can see. But don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I think Ben maybe has that also on his website, but
Okay.
maybe I had sent that earlier in the past, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
about
I got
it.
the risk reward part from you a long time ago, but
Yes, indeed, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll have a look
Great.
at it.
Thanks, David.
Hopefully this indicator does work out the way it wants. Like I said, I'll be testing it live, so I'll put it on incubate for the next couple of days and things like that. Until then, hopefully for Tuesday, please be careful playing with this one, like I said, because the stop loss is pretty much inexistent. It is what it is, different way of trading, but yeah, hopefully. No, I'm always like always. I'm just very careful because it isn't my money. So please be careful playing around with it. Do back test. Don't fall for these kind of big green curves and things like that. I will be back testing it and posting the results on my website. Well, forward testing it with real money. I'll put it on like 5 or 6 pairs. I'll somehow connect it so that we can see, so that I don't have to do it manually. Otherwise, I'll forget some of them. I'll put it so that it automatically posts. I have a Python script that I made that automatically posts what my results are for the day somewhere on this strategy, so that you can see it before anybody goes away and plays around with it.
And you share them with the settings you use, or how are you going to do that?
Okay, what I'll do is I'll set up my settings on the website. It comes with okay settings anyway. I mean, if I reset the settings, now watch it all.
We want not what okay, David. We want the best.
Yeah, absolutely. It comes with goodish settings. I mean, it's 75% win rate and 45. If you go take off the flat market and put on the ADX with was it Massa or not? No, yeah, Massa, I think it was. And then if you put the T3 on, this was where I got the good results, I believe. And that's all I did. I didn't do much more. Was that it? I've got some better settings on other charts that I'll send to everybody. But I mean, they aren't. I mean, 132 trades. It's 80% win rate. If I go to another pair, might not be as good. I think that it'll take a time for me to go through all of them, because some of them seem to work better with the ADX. Some of them seem to work better with the flat market. I've always got one or the other turned on. I mean, this one's not bad. 260% net profit, 66% win rate, and 40% markdown, which is a bit high. But this trading strategy, I think, on some of the low coin pairs, we're going to have a high markdown anyway. 16%, 148% win, 70% win rate. Seems too good to be true. So I'm particularly apprehensive, but it's not a strategy I've ever done myself. It seems extremely too good to be true. So if it all thingy, I will be sending a letter to Luke to tell him it's shit if it is not working. All right, everybody.
We
I'll
will
put
test.
the yes. When things look too good to be true, I always worry. I mean, because after
Yes.
after the times before where like the double RSI that we had at the very beginning looked absolutely brilliant. You think this just looks too good to be true. So anyway, I'm happy if it isn't.
Be careful.
Yes, be careful, everybody. Take care with it. I will
Okay. Bye-bye.
post my results. Have a nice day. Have
Have
a
a
nice
nice
weekend,
evening.
everybody. Speak to everybody on Tuesday. Bye-bye now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, David.
Bye. Take
Cheers,
care,
guys. See you
everybody.
later.
See you later. See you, Steve. See you later. Cheers, mate. Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
David.
Oh. Sorry, I clicked a bit too quick on that button. Bye, everybody.
David, you're still there?
Yes, I am indeed, yes.
Just one short thing. I did write you a message. I was wondering, like for those who are not so technically inclined or like eager to work through all of your strategies, and I think we hinted on that last time, but did you consider to maybe offer a sort of API trading service where you're offering a platform and say 3 basket of strategies like experimental, then your own preferences, and maybe some older strategies where basically the customer can hand over his API to an account he wants you to trade your bots with, and then maybe set a risk multiplicator like 0.5 or 2x, or taking the risk that you're taking with the same strategies or basket of strategies. Is this something you've toyed with, maybe on offering?
Yes, kind of. I started looking at the idea with Pionex and being able to connect through Pionex and offer kind of signals. I can't take people's like accounts or APIs, but I can connect my trading
Okay.
strategies to a platform like Pionex, and then they take over like the setting
Yeah.
of your strategies up, etc. No, your strategies, your account. Sorry. ByBit, I'm going to speak to ByBit as well. I'm also going to speak to a couple of others. Well, we've got appointments with others as well to try and offer the same sort of service. The problem is for me is trying to find a balance between because I don't want to charge extra for this service to people, but I don't want to give it away for free to people that aren't part of the Patreon, obviously, because that wouldn't be fair to you guys. And I don't want to charge a percentage because taking a percentage out of the win rate means that this is what I explained to somebody this week. If I start saying to because a lot of them offer like if you win I'll get like a percentage and then you could get into the community with that. But unfortunately, if you lose trades, I don't share the loss. So that makes that trading strategy extremely hard for you to start making money with. So I have to somehow work out a way with these people to be able for them to be able to for you to be able to log in to our community if you've signed up for the signals or something like that, because I don't want people to be double charged as such. That's what I'm trying to find.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you also considered to talk to Prime XBT? Because I think the big problem with most of the other platforms you just mentioned is that they're crypto only. And as you and I think Kevin Davey have pointed out, it's always nice to be diversified, maybe in a couple of markets as well.
Absolutely. Prime XBT, I think we might have an appointment with them soon. I'm not sure. I also have had quite a few emails recently from a couple of FX trading companies that have reached out to me as well. So I'll try and get in contact with them as well and see. Well, I'll have appointments with them as well to see whether we can offer it outside of crypto world as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would be perfectly comfortable, like, paying 10% and like charge that like every quarter when all trades are closed, so that obviously I don't get double charged for profits made, if you like, in losses.
Yes, that's the thing.
But I'm sure you've thought about this already.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, a lot of the systems out there to me seem unfair to you. Like I
Yeah.
said, the problem is when you come across a loss, well, that now changes
Yeah.
your full strategy because you've lost 10% on the win.
Yeah.
So it could mean that it turns a winning strategy into a losing strategy because you're paying 10% to me, and I don't want that in the slightest. I want you obviously to be profitable from it. So yes, so I have to find some way of. All I want them to be able to do is offer my strategies to everybody that's part of the Patreon. Them to be able to log in somehow through the Patreon or something like that. So I'm just finding the companies that'll do that. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, if they can work out a way to have the nickname, I think the nickname in Discord is unique. Maybe
Yes.
find some, or maybe a Patreon login. Maybe that would do it. That generates, or maybe you can generate a custom coupon